Hello and welcome into another video. Today I'm going to be talking about this game, but first let's roll cinematics. Hunter was released in August of 1991, although various sources of this information have threw up 4 different months. Hunter was published by Activision, programmed by Paul Holmes, and music and sound effects by Martin Walker. You take the role of a 3D vector man and live on an island, and that island is in the middle of a rather large archipelago of islands. It is populated by good and bad on land and sea. You may meet many animals, innocent yet sometimes aggressive. Some may be used for food, but be careful, if you kill a seagull, you will lose credits. Others, such as sharks and bulls, are the ones to avoid. Also in this world are numerous buildings, bits of weaponry, and various modes of transport. These include boats, windsurfer, hovercraft, cars and jeeps, armoured vehicles, a helicopter, and a bike. Enemies in this game will either need bribing or killing for you to advance. There are 3 different game modes to choose from: Mission, Action, and Hunter. Hunter. Once again, HQ has given you a strategic mission of the highest importance. Your intelligence, your training, and your adaptability will all be needed. These missions require stealth, efficiency, and perseverance. You will have to cross the vast distances of the archipelago on both land and sea, from east to west, and from north to south. Missions. The country needs you. The missions entrusted to you by the senior command are specific commando operations which have to be completed as quickly as possible. Whether attacking a building, a radar antenna, or a hostile advanced post. All these targets are part of the overall plan for retaking the archipelago. In this case, time is against you. You will need to be fast, accurate, and efficient in all circumstances. And finally, action. The fate of the free world rests on your shoulders. The last great battle against the occupier began a few hours ago. You have been trained for years in anticipation of this day. You are the cornerstone of a system which will sow confusion among the ranks of the enemy. They will do everything to stop you, since they know that you are the grain of sand which can cause their entire strategic machinery to seize up. The free people of the whole archipelago are counting on you. Do not disappoint them. The action one I find is the best. It's an arcade style adventure. Reminds me a bit of Midwinter, where you're asked to bring back the head of an enemy general. I was a massive fan of this game in the day when it first came out, and I'm still a massive fan of it today. This open world GTA style game I'd be playing for hours. So without further ado, let's get hunting. Right, and just before we kick things off, this gameplay is not a complete walkthrough. It's just a bit of play on action, a bit of play on Hunter, and a bit of play on missions. And that's it. Enjoy. Right, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed making that. Cheers for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Right, a quick look on how I made this car. Firstly, I had to source something to make the wheel trims durable and also good for painting. After much deliberation, a mate gave me an old bus advert made of plastic. After taking the spare wheel out of my car, I drew around it. I had 4 wheel covers. Next, the paint. I nipped down my local range and found 2 colours nearly matching that of the game's car wheels. It took me a few days to paint up, and then they were ready. At the point of me painting the wheels up, I had no intention of doing the number plate. I just looked up in the shop, and on the shelf above was a can of green spray paint. But this wasn't any can of green spray paint. This was Hunter Green. Yes, Hunter fucking Green. Wow, I just had to get it. I just had to. I used the same plastic to cover the plate and painted it green. The red lettering came after failed attempts at drawing the word Hunter onto it. All that was needed now was good weather, as I wanted to get the drone up while I was driving it. The rest is history. Right, I am just off to film the intro for my Hunter video for YouTube. I have scouted around places to try and find somewhere that's secluded. I couldn't really find anywhere nearby. However, the village of Hatton, just near Daresbury, or in Daresbury, I have found a nice little secluded spot. It is a turning circle for a local bus, also used at night for dogging. Allegedly, I don't know, it's only what I've been told. So I'm going to head up there now, and I'm going to check it out and hopefully set this car up for the intro. Right, let's get these wheels on. There's one. Cable ties, one either end. I haven't rehearsed this, so this couldn't be. It goes in there, doesn't it? That does it? That's wrong. Go in there like that. A little bit harder than I thought this, but hey ho, let's get the car's handbrake off and push it. If I can. There we go. Right, that one's kind of gone on okay. Let's do the front. Where did that go? That way, didn't it? No, wrong way again. Goes that way. Down there. Let's see if we can go down that way. Local farmers come to watch it. So I like that, I think. Snag that one off. Again, I'll have to get the card and push it. So I didn't think it'd take this friggin' long. I'll do. too bad, that. That's slightly off, but I'll see if I can realign that in a bit. Right, third wheel going on. Let's get that lined up best I can. Turn that round, down in. That, line it up. Pull that through. Lock it in place. Do we need the handbrake off that one? God, I didn't think it'd take this long, if I'm honest. Fourth wheel. Needs there we go, happy days. Let's get that straight. Right, well I wasn't too happy about that one, so I'm going to get it a little bit straighter if I can. Right, now for the reg plates. Thought I'd cover them over, save me reg plates going on display. Hunter. Right, look at the first one. Yeah, spot on that one. See if this thing moves. Can hear a lot of noise there. Right, let's have one last look around my Hunter car. Wheels have stayed on, which is quite surprising. Number plate is just about staying on. That wheel I had to redo because it come off. That wheel's sound, albeit a little scuffed. That number plate's held on. The Gorilla Tape has done a diamond job. Local farmer has come down, I think he was wondering what the hell I was up to. As I say, this area apparently is used for dogging, and by the looks of this on the ground, also cooking gas, or laughing gas as you call it. So yeah, well pleased with that. Just wondering how it's going to turn out. Take these off. Good job I brought these because I don't think I've got them off otherwise. Back in the car you go. You may be used again. Whew. Golly, it's hot today. If anyone from Hatton is watching, I'm taking my rubbish home. Not leaving any rubbish because I'm not a litter bug. The only thing I've used is them. So if you find any on the floor, which you shouldn't, I do apologise, but I'm going to have a sweep under the car before I go, just to make sure I haven't dropped any, because one or two did come off before, but I think I picked them up, so it should be alright. Right, number plate next. So I'm going to pull this one off. The glue's still on, glue's off. Right, that's all I used to stick it on. That's coming home with me. There's the plate there. There we go, in the car. Second one, pull it. Click, click, off, off, tape, tape. There you go. In the car it goes.